The yellow tang has been soaring in prices over the years, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And in this video, we're here to find out why and how this has happened. So I haven't kept a fish tank in over about a year and a half, and lately I just went back to a fish store to find out what the prices are, what's going on in the fish tank world, and I was thinking about getting back into it. And I am actually want to get back into the fish tank world and keep a reef tank and a freshwater fish tank and all that. And the guy working at the fish store is like, so how long has it been since you've last been here? And I'm like, well, in this particular store, about 6 years, because you got to remember, guys, I had an established reef tank and I didn't have to do much. So I haven't bought fish or livestock or anything for a while. And he was like, well, can you guess the price of a yellow tang? I was like, $60. He's like, no, you're dead wrong. I'm like, how high? He's like, higher. So I told him $200. I was like, nope, higher. He finally told me it was $600 for a yellow tang. I was like, really? I used to buy them for $40 to $80 at a fish store when I, back in the day, as a 17-year-old teenager, did fish tanks. And this just shocked me. And guess what, guys? I am not alone in this. I found in the forum that said this: my favorite fish, yellow tang, used to cost about $80 in my local pet store. Now it costs $2,000. I am aware that the price went through the roof after the export ban, but I think I read that this has been lifted. Why are the prices still so high? Fish tank enthusiasts, did you hear that? Export ban. I heard about the export ban back when I was selling my fish tank, but I did not know anything about it because I was already going away from fish tank. I became a truck driver and I didn't have time to take care of a fish tank or a reef tank or a freshwater tank. And this export ban is apparently on any fish from Hawaii. You're not allowed to collect any fish from the reef of Hawaii, and this includes yellow tangs, one of the most common reef fish to put in your reef tank and one of the most common tangs to ever see for sale at a fish store or at Petco, not PetSmart, but Petco. And the surprising part is now Scopa's tangs are the #1 selling tang in the fish stores. And when did this ban take place? Well, it took place in 2021. In January 2021, a ruling came in that completely banned the collection of ornamental fish in the entire state of Hawaii, immediately invalidating any existing permits for commercial aquarium fishing, which is very bad news. This ban effectively raised the prices of any fish from Hawaii, including the pyramid butterfly fish, the yellow tang, and various other fish. So basically, your $60 tang became a minimum of a $300 to $600 to even $2,000 yellow tang, which was the price of a black tang 8 years ago, and now it's vice versa. It's actually cheaper to buy a black tang than it is to buy a yellow tang. Now, guys, the question is, did they lift the ban? Well, the answer is yes and no. Yes, the ban has actually been overturned, and permits are being considered to be issued, and the yellow tang can be now collected along with 7 other species of fish, which is still a devastating hit, but it's also good news for the aquarium enthusiasts that they could actually get the yellow tang back. But the long-term effects of the price are still going to be high, and they might go a little lower down, but not quite yet. We still have to be patient because the prices of the yellow tang will eventually go down because this ban, according to many resources, has been lifted. Now, currently there are 2 ways you can collect a yellow tang. Either you captive breed it, which will run you anywhere from low end $80 to about $300, depending where it was bred. And second is they collect a female yellow tang. It lays the eggs in a tank somewhere, and then they release it back into the wild. Now, the third option is once Hawaii government will issue fishing permits to collect the reef fish for the Aquarius. What we can get from this is governments even hate Aquarius. They really do. They started blaming us that we're destroying oceans by somehow collecting fish when we're not the ones actually destroying oceans, but preserving oceans and aquatic life. So government and almost every hobby sticks its nose in and tells people you can't do this or you can't do that, making everything go up to triple to quadruple the price and making things worse for the fish tank community. Hopefully we get to see more yellow tangs either being captive bred successfully, because that's why it's so high. It's not that easy to captive breed a yellow tang, and hopefully we can see a full, open, non-restricted collection on reef fish from Hawaii.